Fuck Israel. Anyway,
Myron, listen. There is only one truth. Myron, there's only one truth. Whenever you're ready.
all right,
Whenever you're ready to listen, there's only one truth. No matter how much you can hate the Jews, you can like the Jews, you can hate Zionists, you can love Zionists, you can hate Israel, you can love Israel. At the end of the day, you'll not kill any Jews. You're not going to kill the ideology of Judaism. You're not going to kill the ideology of Zionists. Guess what? Israel will stand in the future. Period. You can't fuck with that. That's it. That's the fucking truth. You cannot kill that. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, us Jews are going to prevail and stick together.
Fuck Israel. Anyway.
You. What's going on, America and the rest of the world? Xander J. Hobson here, comedian, director and producer of boxing documentaries, and troll to those who need trolling. This is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Folks, do me a favor, because I'm trying to grow the platform. Subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means leave a comment in the comments section, because I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all. So anyway, currently there is a terminology going around. It's called black fatigue. Now, one of the people who I know who had black fatigue is Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines, the other half of the Fresh and Fit podcast. Myron Gaines, a former member of law enforcement turned successful podcaster. And Myron Gaines, he has black fatigue.
Black people don't want to live around black people. I don't want to live around a bunch of black people. I move to neighborhoods where it's majority white because I know I'm safe. Now, this is uncomfortable reality that no one wants to say, so I'll say it for them. Black people commit a lot of crimes. The majority of the violent crime committed in the United States is committed by a small percentage of people, and they tend to be black men. Look, the reality is the reality.
Myron Gaines, he not only has black fatigue, he has feminist fatigue, which could be translated into female fatigue.
I think men simp on women too much. I think that's one of the main ones. I think a lot of guys don't make women earn their keep, and we've created a pretty shitty marketplace for that. That's created a lot of issues.
And you know what? Myron Gaines even has Israeli fatigue or Jewish fatigue.
Fuck Israel. And quite frankly, Israel's a parasitic country.
Okay.
It's a parasitic country. We should not be giving you guys aid anymore. You guys are making us look terrible. We give you billions of dollars of aid that you don't got to pay back. You guys will not exist without American aid.
Perfect.
You guys, quite frankly, were built on terrorism, and it's an evil country. Fuck Israel.
Hello.
You guys are running illegal settlements. You kill innocent kids every day. Fuck Israel.
Myron Gaines has Jewish fatigue. Folks, let me tell you something. I was watching Myron Gaines' street debate down in Miami, and the initial topic of his debate was women deserve less. And he was getting a lot of takers in this debate. But while I was watching the debate, I seen these guys gathering in the background. And initially, I thought these guys were gathering because they had some opinions and points of views they wanted to express about the topic that Myron had on the table. But these guys, they didn't care anything about women deserving less. These dudes wanted to know, Myron, what do you mean you have an issue with Israel? What do you mean you have an issue with that? And the first guy stepped up. He was the guy who done the most talking, the fellow with the glasses. And like a skilled prosecutor, he initially wanted to talk to Myron about the Houthis. But as the conversation went on, it was quite evident that this man didn't give a damn about the Houthis. This man wanted to know, Myron, what the hell do you mean by taking such a negative approach against Israel? And let me tell you something, folks. If you don't know nothing else about Myron Gaines, you know that Myron Gaines, he goes absolutely ape shit crazy when he hears the topic of Israel.
Fuck Israel.
Hello.
You guys are running illegal settlements. You guys are running illegal settlements. You kill innocent kids every day.
Myron Gaines doesn't like how the U.S. pumps billions and trillions of dollars into Israel each year. He doesn't like the fact that the U.S. has fought a lot of wars in the Middle East as a result of Israel. Myron Gaines doesn't like this stuff.
And quite frankly, Israel is a parasitic country.
Okay.
It's a parasitic country. We should not be giving you guys aid anymore. You guys are making us look terrible. We give you billions of dollars of aid that you don't got to pay back. You guys will not exist without American aid.
Perfect.
You guys, quite frankly, were built on terrorism, and it's an evil country.
And as a result of that, he is quite knowledgeable on the topic of Israel and the United States and Israel and the Middle East and how Israel was founded by way of England giving part of Palestine to the Jewish settlers after World War II. Myron Gaines knows all of that stuff. And when that guy started debating with Myron about Israel, man, Myron started giving the fella a black eye, okay? Because Myron was breaking down all kind of directives, and he was just giving the guy the business. But let me tell you something about Jewish people, folks, and I'm sure you already know this. Jewish people stick together, okay? And when those Jewish fellas who were standing on the sideline seen Myron giving their Jewish compatriot the business the way he was doing, man, them Jewish dudes, man, they started going apeshit. The first guy that came to the rescue was this guy. He had the long curly hair.
Nuclear technology.
Are you ready?
killed our president.
You
guys.
Okay, hold on.
And he jumped in there and he tried to take up for his compatriot and give his position on Israel. And Myron pretty much mopped the floor with him too. Then some other Jewish guy jumped in there.
Immediately, right after the Holocaust.
It wasn't theirs.
Be like, oh, he's bringing up the Holocaust. It was right after the Holocaust. We didn't have any sort of military institution behind us.
Really?
We had the Haganah the Irgun. It was nothing. It was underground.
What are the Haganah and Irgun?
Okay, listen.
And the Lehi gang? What are they?
They were fighting for a Jewish state.
They're terrorist organizations.
And then there was an old guy on the sideline. The old guy, he was going apeshit.
Hey, this guy, just wait in line.
Every now and then he would tell Myron to go fuck himself, you know? And to me, out of all of the Jewish dudes, the most hilarious guy, he was the big fat guy. And that big fat guy, he didn't have a lot to say, but he was hot. You could tell if that big fat guy could have got his hands around Myron's neck, that big fat guy would have choked Myron to death. And the whole thing, it was hilarious to me, you know, because normally you don't see Jews losing their cool, okay? I'm 57 years old, and my image of a Jewish man is a stoic, calm, cool, and collective guy who's usually the voice of reason and the calmest person in the room. But the way Myron got under the skin of these Jewish guys, it was like nothing I ever seen in my life. I've never seen Jewish guys behave like that. And it's amazing to me because I come up during a time where you just didn't rub Jewish people the wrong way, the way Myron was rubbing them the wrong way. You know, we're in a new time. You know, people just don't, people are not fearful of the backlash from the Jewish community like they were when I was a young man. Myron is a self-made man. And because he's a self-made man, he's willing to roll the dice. The only person that I ever seen give Jewish people the business the way Myron did was Minister Louis Farrakhan. I don't know if Myron would want to be compared to Minister Louis Farrakhan because, you know, Myron Gaines has a lot of issues with black culture. And when you talk Minister Louis Farrakhan, you're definitely talking black culture. So I don't know how Myron would feel about that. But it was just, to me, it was different to see a Sudanese American give a bunch of Jewish guys the business the way Myron gave them the business. You know, I don't know. I think maybe now I might have to start calling Myron Gaines Minister Gaines. So, you know, this is what I was thinking about. And now that I've thought about it and I've shared it with you, I'm done with it. Bam!